Question number 8 of NCRT book. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So you can see in the figure I have drawn here the pedestal, which is nothing but dB here. This is the pedestal. On that there is a statue AD on it. Height of this statue is 1.6 meter, which is given in the question. And the angle of elevation from a point on the ground, which is C, to the top of the pedestal is say 45 degree in this case. And from the same point C to the top of the statue is 60 degree, which I have already marked it here. How to solve this question? What is the first thing that we would do is we can take any of the triangle. We can take either the triangle ABC, right? We will take either the triangle ABC, bigger one, or we can take the smaller triangle DBC. In both the cases they have got the same base BC. So what I'll do is, since we do not know what DB is, we can assume it as say, for example, as say we can assume it as X. Let this be X. So taking the triangle smaller one, that is DBC here, and the length DB as X, we can find BC. That will come in terms of X only, right? So we will find out BC using the tan 45 degree, and then we will move on to this bigger triangle, that is ABC. In this bigger triangle we have the entire perpendicular as 1.6 plus X, right? And the base is BC, so we can calculate BC with the help of 1.6 and X and 60 degree. Both the bases are same, so we should equate, and in the process we will be able to calculate the length of DB, which is X in this case. And that is what the question is. So let us start doing it here. So I will write then, say first in smaller triangle, that is triangle DBC. So I'll write here in triangle DBC. Fine. In triangle DBC, right, we have got tan 45 degree is equal to dB upon BC. What is dB? We do not know, so we have assumed as X, and BC that we need to find out, still will be there. We know the value of tan 45, which is nothing but 1, so I will write 1 is equal to X upon BC, and finally we get BC is equal to X meter. So this is X meter here. Fine, we'll keep this. Now we'll go to the triangle ABC, bigger one. Let's say tan, the bigger angle 60 degree, is equal to again AB upon BC. We know the value of tan 60 is root 3, so we'll write root 3 is equal to AB, which is nothing but 1.6 plus X. If you see that in the figure, you will understand more. And upon BC, which we need to calculate. So therefore we can write BC is equal to 1.6 plus X, right, upon root 3. We know that we always should rationalize the denominator if it is an irrational number, so I should do that. It will be root 3 upon root 3, and finally that will give you 1.6 plus X times root 3 upon 3, which is BC. Now we know that BC is equal to BC only, be it from the first triangle and the second triangle. So we will equate the two. So let us equate it. So right in the BC for the first one we got as x, and here we got something. So right here 1. Okay, we will write here 1.6 plus x times root 3 upon 3 is equal to x, because both are BC. We have the BC over here, you can see this, and BC over here also, they are same. Equating further, we will do, we get here 1.6 plus x, right, times root 3 is equal to 3x. Anyway, I don't think we could have rationalized this otherwise. Okay, no problem. So furthermore we can write here, okay, let's not rationalize because we have to equate it here. If I don't rationalize here, let me rub it off, for example. Either way we will get the same answer, not an issue with this. So let's not rationalize this, and let's not write this. Okay, it will be root 3 only, so I will write it as, let me rub it off, and I'll write here this as root 3, this will be root 3, and this will be, okay, this will also be root 3. Fine. So we need to find x, so we will write here, that is finally here that is we have got 1.6 plus x is equal to root 3x. So I'll move the x to the other side, so we can say root 3x minus x is equal to 1.6. So we can take x as common, so root 3 minus 1 is equal to 1.6, and furthermore we can do here, that is x is equal to 1.6 upon, sorry, here in, yeah, upon root 3 minus 1. Alright, so if it is as such, we can either be converting, rationalize is a better way of doing it. So this into root 3 plus 1, here also root 3 plus 1, so we get here x is equal to 1.6, okay, into, okay, let's write this entire thing first, root 3 plus 1, which is nothing but the value, I'll write it later on, and here it will be 3 minus 1, so which is 2. So we finally get nothing but x, we finally will have nothing but x will be equal to 0.8 into 1.6 divided by 2 is 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. So if I put the value here, it will be 0.8 into 1.732 plus 1, that is 2.732. So we need to multiply the two, that is the value is 2.732 into 0.8 will give you 2.185. So it will give you finally 2.185, or we can make it nearest to tenth here, so it will be 2.2 meter approximately, and that is your answer. Okay, all right, so let's find another question, and this is the way we can be able to calculate and get the answer. That is the length of the height of the pedestal is 2.2 meter approximately. Okay,